I'm actually excited. I actually want to know. Yeah, I've been waiting for fucking years, man, until they're gonna reveal the shit with her father. Like I couldn't. Even tried to like theory craft. Okay, basically came to a point where I was theory crafting, constantly theory crafting. What the hell is up with her father? How, I even thought, okay, maybe the Order of the Black Rose and Swain and LeBlanc and those shitheads, they were in charge of that because they want to take control of the throne, right? That's my best theory. And the thing is, Talon is connected with this lore. I'm going to nerd out a little bit here, guys. I'm going to nerd out just a little bit, okay? I'm sorry if you're not into lore and you don't understand what I'm talking about. Most of you guys might not enjoy lore and not understand what I'm talking about. But if you love lore, I am so passionate about the story of this game because it is actually pretty fucking awesome if you read it. But here's the thing, right? Talon is directly related to this lore because he was taken in by Katarina's father. Basically what happened, let me tell you exactly the background. Talon was in the sewers. He was a problem to Noxus in general. Talon was a problem. General de Coteau took him in, but basically he challenged Talon in a 1v1, okay? He said, oh yeah, if you 1v1 me, okay? It was like that, 1v1 me, and then I might consider joining your little gang, whatever, okay? So he 1v1'd him, General de Coteau beat Talon's ass, and Talon never lost a 1v1 before, so he respected de Coteau, he respected Katarina's father. Took him in, so we got that going on, right? And then, General de Coteau disappears. What the fuck happened to General de Coteau? He's gone. We have no information that leads anywhere to his disappearance. You know what the lore just says? The lore simply said, General de Coteau is gone. How? We have no idea. It has been years since this was even solved. Nothing. No information on the father. So, what did Talon do? Okay, Talon was now free. He could run away. He could do whatever. He doesn't have to stick with Noxus. He does not have to stay with the Coteau family. Because now he's free of him. But what does he do? This is why I fucking love Talon. What does he do? He respected General de Coteau so much that he actually ventured out trying to find Kat's father. Isn't that just like the most adorable thing ever to do for Katarina? Because Katarina was stressing out about that shit. What happened to my father? Was it you, Talon? You piece of shit. As soon as you show up, my father's gone. What the hell happened, right? So what I think it's really sweet is that Talon was directly feeling sympathy for Kat. Because Talon doesn't even know what the fuck happened and how this happened. Talon just came back from a contract. He was doing a contract. He came back to Noxus. All of a sudden, de Coteau is gone. So, now that I've explained the background story, let's see what happened to Kat's father. Let's find out. This is actually going to be exciting. I'm actually very intrigued. Okay. I'm going to read this in my narrative voice, by the way. In my narrative voice. Let's see. Lore people, to all the people who love lore, gather round. This is going to be one hell of a story. Let's see. Katarina, the Sinister Blade. Oh yes. Born to be one of the most respected noble families of Noxus, Katarina de Coteau found herself elevated above others from an early age. That's right, she was already a noble woman, by the way, because de Coteau was a very noble family. While her younger sister Cassiopeia took after their politically brilliant mother, Katarina was very much her father's daughter, and the wily General de Coteau pushed her to learn the way of the blade, to cut away the Empire's enemies, not with reckless brutality, but deadly precision. He was a harsh teacher, with many pupils, and notoriously difficult to impress. So, it was that Katarina's childhood, if it can be called such, had little room for kindness or rest. She spent every waking moment honing herself into the ultimate weapon, testing her endurance, her dexterity, her tolerance for pain. She stole poisons from the city's least reputable apothecaries, testing their efficiency. I don't know what the fuck that word is. Efficiency efficiency or efficiency, efficiency, in tiny increments, upon herself. Upon herself? Shit, dude, she's fucking hardcore. Upon herself, gradually building her resistance even as she cataloged their effects. She scaled the tallest towers in the dead of night, unseen by anyone. She yearned to do her part for Noxus. She yearned for the opportunity to demonstrate her hidden strength in the service of the Empire and the throne. Her first mark came straight from her father. This is where it begins. This is where it begins. Her first mark came straight from her father. Camped with his warbands on the eve of one of the military's innumerable westward invasions, she was to assassinate a line officer of the opposing army, a low-born wretch by the name of Demetrius. Katarina was livid. She hadn't trained her entire life to have her talents wasted on some dunghill barely skilled enough to swing a sword. He simply wouldn't do. Instead of her assigned target, Katarina stole into the enemy camp and slit the enemy's commander's throat as he slept. It was a flawless execution. It would bring a swift victory and glory to Noxus. It would make her father proud. This is where shit went down. At dawn, his face daubed with ashes, the vengeful hero Demetrius led a berserk charge into her father's encampment. Her father's encampment. Not just some Noxians. Her father's encampment. That actually has a... That's changed. Before it wasn't her father's encampment. Before it was just Noxians got fucked over. No, this is from her father. Oh, I can sense the drama now. Dozens of Noxian soldiers were slaughtered, along with General's personal retinue. I don't know what that word is. Who says that word? I don't even know what that is, dude. Katarina's father himself barely escaped with his life. Holy shit, dude. He was furious beyond words, refusing even to look his daughter in the eye. She had shamed him and their family name. The greatest assassins do not seek recognition or glory, he reminded her. They do not expect to occupy a place of honor at their master's right hand. Overwhelmed, Katarina struck out in the wilderness alone. Ah, this is where this is it, huh? She would complete her original mission. Demetrius would pay with his life. Even so, her mind swam. Could she ever forgive herself? How had she been so foolish? She was so distracted. She didn't seek her attacker until he had nearly taken her eye out. She didn't see her attacker until he had nearly taken her eye out. She was so distracted she didn't see her attacker until he had nearly taken her eye out. The scar, okay. So Demetrius attacked her. For Katarina's failure, General de Cotal had sent another of his proteges after her, a nameless whelp dragged up from one of the lesser assassins' guilds. But even with the blood streaming down her face, the years of rigorous training kicked in, and her blades were in her hands in an instant. Wait. For Katarina's failure, General de Cotal had sent another of his proteges after her. Her father? Sent another to kill her? But even with the blood streaming down her face, the years of rigorous training kicked in, and her blades were in her hands in an instant. 6 hours later, she tossed Demetrius' severed head at her father's feet. Okay, maybe I'm confusing myself here. He had sent another one of his proteges after her to look for her because she, ran off. Amnesia was dragged up for one of the lesser assassins' guilds. So 6 hours later, she tossed Demetrius' severed head at her father's feet. She told the general she had considered taking his head instead, but eventually decided, as much as she hated to admit it, that he had done the right thing in ordering her death. She had failed not just as an assassin or as a daughter, but as a Noxian. And failure must have its consequences. She ran her fingers along the raw, deep gash over her left eye and thought of the price others had paid for her arrogance. She knew she had lost her father's favor and could never regain it. Oh, man. He would raise others in her place, simply to spite her. Still, she vowed to redeem herself, no matter the cost, to rededicate her talents to the Empire, and to become the sinister weapon she always intended to be. Are you fucking kidding me? General Dokotao ordered the death of his daughter because she failed the whole shit. What the fuck? That's insane. Because this whole time, he was so good to her. But because of all this failure now, she comes back 6 hours later with Dimitri's head. Like, hey, I like that. She's like, hey, I did what you asked. Here's his fucking head. Yes, you tried to kill me, but I still did my job. I still killed him. That kind of thing. And now, she knows that she has lost her father's favor and could never regain it. He would raise others in her place. That's so fucked up. Here's the thing, guys. This is why I like this. Look, it fits Noxus's theme really well. Okay, it fits it really well because Noxus is this, okay, if you're not strong, get the fuck out. That's the idea behind Noxus. So I can kind of understand her father a bit here. But holy shit, to do that to your own daughter, especially since that the Kotao is such a noble house, to do that to her daughter, to send people to kill her, that's messed up. That is messed up. That's actually sad. She actually has a fucking dark story now. Before, it was just like, oh, I did the wrong thing. Okay, now I killed them. Now I learned from that mistake. But no, now there's actually... This is so much better. But this still doesn't solve the one thing. What happened to the Gotao? He disappeared. Maybe Talon's lore completes that story. I'm also going to read Talon's lore. Guess what? Guess what? We still don't know what happened to General Dokotao. That really pisses me off. Okay. So Talon is still searching for Kat's father. He's still searching. He disappeared, but he had so much respect for him. He would not serve Noxus. He would serve the Gotao, the house itself. Not as an agent of Noxian High Command or whatever. No, he did it for the Gotao because the Gotao was the only guy who could defeat him in a 1v1. He was very impressed by that. And General Gotao gave him contracts outside Noxus. And now, the Gotao is still gone. No information as to where the hell he is. Huh. Interesting. Wow. There's gotta be some explanation to that. There's gotta be a lead as to what happened to Kat's father. But sadly, there is none. I'm probably gonna read the rest of this. Probably gonna read the rest of it off stream. But that is it for tonight's stream, you guys. That is it. I cannot play League because the ping sucks. But that is pretty much it for tonight. I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see y'all on the Rift. Peace out.